Hey, so me and Aaron went over to Mitsuwa, which is in Chicago. It's a large Japanese supermarket, and we picked up some awesome stuff that we wanted to just show you. It's sort of related to Warhammer, sort of not. The first thing, these straws. If you've seen all the videos on Mini Wargaming, which you should, and go do that now and come back to us. Anyway, Mini Wargamer Dave has a great tutorial, actually a few of them, on using straws to make terrain, and they are great.
They're really awesome. Some of them you got to be a VIP for, which is worth the investment. Mm-hmm. We are. Some of them you just have to log in. But anyways, this package,
totally cute,
really silly. Just straws though, nothing.
Yeah. We wanted to point it out.
Special. We also found some cool tea. I know all of us spend a lot of time in front of TVs and computers these days. So apparently there's a Japanese tea called TV Computer Mate. And it is specifically for anti-radiation, relaxation, memory, and blood nurturing. So you guys should try to find this
anti-radiation.
Too. Yeah. Me and my cousin have some hair problems, so we have hair regeneration tea.
Most of us nerds do.
Also very important for us. And then I eat a lot of pizza, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, Gastro Ease.
Awesome.
The most important of the 3 T's. So pick that stuff up. Smiley face. So I also have some of the laboratory dishes, which I want to talk about a little more. These are hard to find, but if you can find them, they're great. I actually work in a chemistry lab, so I just kind of steal them from there. I know that you have to be a business to buy them the way that we buy them. We buy them in bulk. Maybe Mini Wargaming can pick them up and start selling them or using them. I don't know. Otherwise, you can go online and look for these, but they're just phenomenal. Mini Wargaming led me to a site called terraingenius.co.uk, and I found a project on there that doesn't have a video. It only had a few photos, but I really wanted to try it, and I was going to videotape it for you. And what it is how to make like cans and like toxic waste dump out of corks. And so I went out, started collecting corks, and I learned my first lesson. Fake corks are exactly can-like. They're flat, they sit, they're cylindrical, they're perfect. Real corks, sometimes they're like this, they don't really sit. So go out and get cheap wine, which is good for you guys who can afford wine and are old enough to drink wine, because cheap wine has fake corks, and that's what you need.
Mm-hmm. So again, if you want to check out the original tutorial, it's at terraingenius.co.uk. It's by Greg Bag, and it's image number 2969.
Yeah, so go ahead and check that out. And also, like I said, we're going to have a video going over it. I think it's a really cool project. It's going to go really well with my city and maybe with the factory terrain that Mini Wargaming is doing. So just kind of tying it all together, you know what I mean?
Oh, next up, this stuff is amazing. It's latex paint. It's a little expensive. It's actually pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
It's like $25 a can.
And that's a quarter of a gallon.
I mean, it's a lot. You get your money's worth, right?
It's expensive. It's expensive.
But yeah, it's glow in the dark, just like the same stuff that you had on your ceiling, the stars and all that. Just paint it on. It's going to go great in my crystal level that I'm going to build.
It's also really great for night games, or if you have like a particular scenario where you know you're going to have low light, or if you have like a Tyranid army and you're going to be playing at night and you just want goop coming off of their faces. So we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with that. I think I'm going to use it for part of my Empire army. Not sure yet.
Tau visors. This will be good.
And the last thing that we have, this is straight out of art school. This is called Yes Paste. Yes Paste is the most important paste that you can buy. First of all, it's really cheap. Second of all, it's 100% acid-free and non-toxic. And I'll get really freaking artsy nerd on you. Acid-free means that it's archival, means that it'll last 100 years, meaning anything that you make with it will last for a long time. This is actually meant for bookbinding. It's a thick paste, it's water soluble, so you can take it, you can open it, you can mix it with water, and then you have PVA glue. Or you can use it as this thick, goopy crud, and you can make water effects, you can sculpt with it, you can do just about anything. It's also specifically designed for paper, so any sort of terrain that you're making, say with foam core, which has paper on the outside, cardboard, which is pretty much paper on the outside, any sort of terrain that has paper involved in it, which is almost all of it, this stuff will stick forever, and it's really cheap. It's called Yes Paste. You can actually eat it.
Where can you get that?
You can get this at any good art supply store. I don't know if you can get it at a hobby store or at like a grandma hobby store. You know what I'm talking about? Like Hobby Lobby might not have it, but Blick, Pearl, Utrecht, any
which all have websites, obviously.
yeah, all have websites. You can get it. It's cheap. It's wonderful. Get Yes Paste. It's going to make your life really, really easy.
All right.
Great. So stay tuned for more good stuff.
And I'll do the Zoom.
Okay, I know this is a lot for one video. It's probably getting a little bit long, but I got one last thing to go over. First of all, this is the Detox TV tea. It is really good. We actually drink it. Dave talked about in one of his videos and actually showed a video making terrain with toilet paper and glue, and I was blown away. I was like, toilet paper and glue? Okay, so I did it. So I just kind of want to show these are some tests I did. I know these are really hard to see. Just scroll down and we have some detail shots of some of the glue projects that I had. But what I found out was I can make a really nice Nurgle kind of living wall if I used a single sheet of toilet paper and some good painting techniques. So I'm going to be putting my first how-to video up, and it's going to be how to make this living wall. So check that out. It's going to be up in the next few days.